Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, heroes and heroines, squirrels and lemurs, ghosts and ghouls, and everybody in between, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Hero Talk, the mostly weekly podcast from Rooter Hero Plumbing and Air. I'm David, one of the hosts here, and with me is
Cat.
and together we're on the attack. So, today is a day. A day that will live in infamy. Not really. Yesterday was Halloween.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, we were going to record yesterday in costume, but stuff happened
Yeah.
and we did not get the opportunity. But we could not do you, the viewer, the listener, a disservice in not having an episode this week, because it was either last week or the week before where we lived up to our mostly.
Yeah, sorry guys.
So, but it is fourth quarter of the year, and stuff like that is going to happen, which is why we've never promised or even hinted at being a weekly show.
Just mostly.
Mostly weekly. Sometimes we'll have two in a week. I don't foresee that happening,
I'm like, that's rare.
but mostly can be interpreted in any way you want.
True.
So, yesterday, like I said, was Halloween. Today is not Halloween, because it was yesterday.
True.
But today is Halloween day 2,
Oh.
All Saints Day.
Mm.
And then tomorrow, if I have my days right, is All Souls Day. Which I don't know when it is, because I'm not from that culture, although I do respect it. When is Day of the Dead?
Tomorrow.
All Souls Day. Day of the
Yeah.
Dead. Also a very good movie that was put up by Anchor, I think. It was a zombie movie that took place in a small town in Mexico.
Speaking of movies, you finally finished your...
I did.
Was it 30 or 31 days?
31.
Did you watch a movie yesterday?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was Halloween. We got sushi after we went trick-or-treating with the kids. And we watched 2.5.
Movies?
But I only posted one. I watched Zombie, which was a kind of a quasi-sequel to Dawn of the Dead,
Okay.
but Italian. And then we watched half of Pearl.
Just half?
Yeah. Yeah, because then my wife went upstairs and got bored, so I was like, I'm not watching this without you. So I turned on a horror movie. So, in order, and I'll just go through the order really fast. The first one was Drag Me to Hell. Fantastic film.
Rating?
What kind of scale are we talking?
Out of 10.
9.5.
Okay.
Salem's Lot was day 2. Salem's Lot, of course, being the 1970s made-for-TV adaptation of the Stephen King novel of the same name. I would give that a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Evil Dead was day 3. 10 out of 10. Maybe higher.
Wow. 11.
Next one was Terrifier.
That one looks so scary. I saw so many people dressed as that for Halloween.
Yeah.
Is that an old movie or a new movie?
I don't know when it came out. Terrifier 2 came out last year, I believe.
Oh, maybe that's why it's like
Could have
popular.
been this year. But then was Reanimator. Fantastic film. Oh, Terrifier itself gets like a 7.5 out of 10. Reanimator, 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Then it was Train to Busan, the Korean zombie movie. 7 out of 10. Then, I didn't watch a movie this day. I listened to a horror podcast, which is not like this podcast where it's actual real life, but, you know, it's an audio drama.
Wow.
And 6 out of 10 only because of the way it ended. Because it's like they gave up halfway through their last season.
Oh.
They didn't get a TV deal, so they just gave up. I don't know if that's the story. That's just what I read on Reddit. Then, The Gate. That was the 8th day. The Gate. Then, on the 9th, was The Ninth Gate.
Oh.
I did not choose this movie because of the title and the date.
Sure.
I don't think I did. That was also like 20 days ago. Then, the original Pet Sematary on the 10th. Then, The Beyond on the 11th. Then, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Great movie. I haven't given a rating, but this one's a 10 out of 10. Not as good as the original, but the original is like a 10.5 out of 10. October 13th was A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, I hate those movies.
Oh, Freddy's my favorite. Then on the 14th was Silver Bullet, another adaptation of Stephen King. I believe the book is Cycle of the Werewolf, but it's happened. Then The House by the Cemetery, which if you've ever seen me on a recording or a picture on Friday, that's usually the hat I'm wearing. Then 16th was Hellraiser. Fantastic film. Then In the Mouth of Madness was the 17th. The 18th was Maximum Overdrive, another adaptation of a Stephen King short story called Trucks, directed by Stephen King. He does not remember directing it, mostly because of all the cocaine.
Oh.
Yeah. The 80s.
Was it a good movie though?
Oh yeah, fantastic. October 19th was Cemetery of Terror, which is right on the nose with the thing. Then October 20th was Dawn of the Dead. We're almost done. October 21st was Chopping Mall. Love that movie. Like, the cover of it has nothing to do with the movie itself. It's fun. Then, October 22nd was Children of the Living Dead. Not many children in the movie, but Tom Savini was in it. Then, October 23rd was Zombie. I did watch this movie twice in the month, mostly because it is one of my favorite Italian gore movies. Then, October 24th was Demon Wind. Fantastic movie. Then, October 25th was the Chuck Norris classic, Silent Rage, which is like a ripoff of Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah. Just with Chuck Norris. But the killer, the bad guy, is a direct rip-off of Michael Myers. So, and then on the 26th, I watched Evil Dead 2. Then, on October 27th, Slaughter High.
Interesting.
Yep. Marty majored in Cutting Classmates is the tagline. Great movie. October 28th was Dead Alive, or you might know it as Brain Dead, depending on where you're from. Same director as the Lord of the Rings trilogy. October 29th was Slugs. They slime, they ooze, they kill.
Wow.
Yeah, great movie. Classic. October 30th was Pumpkinhead with Lance Henriksen. You might know Lance Henriksen from movies such as Terminator, Aliens, some Bigfoot movie I forgot the name of, and other things. And then yesterday, even though I watched 2.5 movies, I put 1 because that would have been cheating. But Army of Darkness, aka Evil Dead 3. I used to have a t-shirt of that. I don't know what happened to it. My wife probably threw it away because I wore it all the time. And those were my 31 days of Halloween movies.
And Zombies was your favorite one? Or Zombie?
That's just, yeah. Out of that, Evil Dead 1 and Zombie were my favorites. And I didn't really choose anything new. I've seen them all before.
Oh.
So But, I'm not going to waste what precious free time I have on something that might be bad.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I didn't go to the theaters because all the horror movies in the theaters got really bad reviews.
Yeah.
So
They really did.
I will wait until they are on streaming to put them on in the background.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how did you ring in spooky season?
I tried to pass out candy, but there wasn't many trick-or-treaters.
No, there was a very, very, very low amount.
Yeah, so it's kind of disappointing, but it's okay.
Yeah.
More candy for me and my fam.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get to go home and stress eat a bunch of Snickers and Twix.
Yeah.
So, I don't even like Twix.
But you're gonna eat them since you bought them.
Yep. It's like, or I can throw them at people. I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll try to return them. Just tape the thing back up and get my $30 back.
I know, and candy was so expensive this year. It was crazy.
Yeah. There was a LinkedIn article about that yesterday.
About how expensive candy is?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, everything's just expensive, but...
That's true.
But today's November 1st. When they're watching this or listening to this, it'll be what? The
Second. Yeah.
Wait, it's tomorrow? Oh, yeah, today's Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys will be listening to this tomorrow.
Yep.
So, happy...
Or today for you.
Happy Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Yes. Yeah.
I love November. How do you feel? Are you a November or are you a Christmas? Or December?
Well, for me, Christmas starts on the 15th.
Of December?
No.
November?
Of November. I think.
You think?
I have it marked on my calendar.
Because I saw so many videos yesterday that as soon as it hits midnight, it's Christmas. And I'm like, no, it needs to be Thanksgiving first.
Yeah. Yeah. 15th is when Christmastide officially starts with the Nativity Fast. So.
And you can have no meat?
No meat.
For how many days?
Until Christmas. Except for Thanksgiving. That is a feast day.
Okay.
So you can have turkey.
But not like red meat.
I mean, it depends on what you have.
Oh, okay.
Like, I might just take the opportunity to have a burger.
Oh, okay.
It is what it is.
Because it's Thanksgiving.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an American tradition.
America. I love Thanksgiving.
I do too.
I love November. Everything about it.
It's the only time of the year where it's like socially acceptable to eat stuffing.
True.
And I like stuffing. And I know they sell it all year round.
Do they really?
Yeah.
They just don't put it on display until like.
Right. They don't have it on the end caps, but it's on the shelf. It's probably the same. The ones they have in January are probably the ones they have in November. So, because nobody buys it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like stuffing when it's like crispy on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of stuffing. Like, honestly, not a big fan of turkey.
We do ham.
Take it or leave it, yeah. Ham or a pork roast is what we usually do. Only because turkey is gross. Except for the leg. But there's only 2.
There's only 2.
And there's like 4 of us, if not more, having a get together. So I was like, I know they sell the legs separately, right? But it's like, no, it's like, and it doesn't cook the same if it's not on the actual carcass.
True.
So
we'll be looking forward to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But what are we talking about today?
I have no idea now. Just because it's been 15 minutes doesn't mean that we have nothing to talk about.
True.
We're just padding the runtime and creating content that we can splice up on Opus and have the Opus logo on there.
Watermark.
Because I ain't paying for it.
True.
I already pay for Buzzsprout.
Oh.
Why am I not using Anchor? Hindsight is 2020. It is what it is. There's actually a reason, but it's not an important one right now. we're talking about today.
Today on HeroTalk.
On HeroTalk. Welcome to HeroTalk, the
Mostly
weekly podcast from Rooter Hero Plumbing and Air. Just in case we want to edit the first part out.
We never do.
No.
Sorry.
No. I mean, could be worse on my other podcast. Like, sometimes I just start coughing
and you're like, sorry.
Sorry. I don't edit it out. No. That's weird.
So on today's HeroTalk, we're going to be talking about the contact center pillars.
Yes. The pillars of the contact center. And as someone who has written the book on blue collar call centers, as you can see behind me.
Wait.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you can see that. This is something that I think is vitally important. And it will prop up and keep up your contact center and your business. If you're in the trades or any other thing with services. I mean, come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
So, let's just begin.
So, we have 4 pillars that we're
Yes.
going to be talking about.
Yes.
The first one is customer experience.
Yes. Yes. Customer experience is one of my favorite things to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So much, in fact, that my other podcast is strictly about that. So, I try
So tune into that.
Yeah, if you want. I don't care. So, different audiences. I'm sure there's a lot of overlap.
Hopefully.
We'll find out. But customer experience. Now, reading from the doc that I made a while ago. I'll just read it verbatim because I wrote it. And I think it's pretty good. Often, it is said that customer service comes into play when the customer experience falters. While this rings true, the concept of customer experience extends beyond mere departmental roles or quantifiable metrics. It encompasses an intricate web of factors that can be deconstructed into key performance indicators. Ooh, this should have been on the spookies one. KPIs for you people, right? Such as CSAT, NPS, CES, repeat customer rate, customer lifetime value, and last but not least, and what we talked about last time, 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
These KPIs serve as vital signposts, indicating the health of our customers' experiences. Thank you, I'm not done. When the customer experience falters, whether within the department, in the field, or due to unfavorable media coverage, it becomes the contact center's duty to recover the drop ball and restore the customer's trust and confidence in the brand. So, now, assigning KPIs to customer experience, you have to. I mean, you shouldn't have to, but you do, right? Because it goes beyond that. It goes beyond CSAT, customer satisfaction. I think we did an episode on customer satisfaction. And yeah, you want your customers to be satisfied, obviously, but it's not the most important thing, right? It's a metric, but it's a snapshot of what's going on, right? NPS is more of a holistic. Hey, are you gonna recommend us to your friends and family? Huh? Well, you're gonna talk about us favorably to your friends? Your friends? Yeah. According to the Surgeon General, not many people do. There was a report put out about the loneliness and isolation epidemic that's been going on. Sad, actually. And what's more important, the customer experience or the customer's experience?
Mm.
Yeah. I think we all know the answer to that, but just in case. The customer's experience is far more important than customer experience as a concept. The crap thing is, customer satisfaction and customer experience has been trending downwards for the last few years. In fact,
It really has.
yeah, 2022 was the lowest on record. Why? That's a whole other episode. So,
Tune in next week to find out why.
so the next pillar, Kat,
Is booked leads.
yes. You cannot have any work if you do not have leads. And you cannot have any work if those leads are not converted into appointments.
Very
That is the contact center's responsibility. So, reading from the script, reading from the doc, the contact center carries the onus of transforming bookable leads into booked appointments, aiming for a 90% booking rate. Now, ours can be 90% because we don't have a dispatch or a service fee, right?
True.
If you do 85, 80% maybe, depending. Who knows? So, this ensures that our field teams have ample opportunities to generate revenue. The quality of our interactions in alignment with quality assurance and scripting call path guidelines significantly influences the likelihood of a booked lead turning into a long-term customer. It's not just about booking leads, it's about creating and enhancing the brand and service's perceived value through these interactions. Anything less would be a wasteful expenditure of marketing and payroll resources. That is a line that I got from Fievel Goes West,
Wow.
the sequel to An American Tale. And Cat R. Wall, played by, I forgot his name, John Cleese. I did not forget his name. Says something about hunting mice or something. Right? That would be a wasteful expenditure of calories. They were going to have the mice go to them. And they did. Until they realized they were in a giant mouse trap.
Oh.
Basically, if you haven't seen Fievel Goes West, you should do yourself the favor. So, that's pillar 2. Booked leads. You ain't going to have much of a company if you don't have leads.
True.
Or appointments. So, there you go. Crazy concept. So, the third pillar,
Is field support.
yes. In reality, the contact center's primary customer is the field. We exist to support that customer and propel their business forward. Whether a technician seeks assistance with an iPad issue, requires a compliance call for a high-value job, needs help with payment processing, or maybe be added to an ongoing job, every member of the contact center should possess the knowledge and capability to provide assistance promptly. Our mission is to be unwavering pillars of support for our field teams. Sometimes the contact center agent has to switch from an inbound booking machine to technical support.
Yeah.
So, it takes a lot of training. It takes a lot of understanding and a lot of patience. Because one of the stereotypes is that some people are not good with technology. Although it does. But like, you should at least know how to turn the iPad on, you know?
Also, you can, Apple offers like free courses.
Yeah,
You can just
that's true.
sit in on.
And I don't know how updated it is, but there's a website called like chasms.net, which will walk you through pretty much anything. I
There
don't,
you go.
again, I don't know how updated it is because I haven't used it in like 10 years, but 10 years ago it was updated. So,
But I'm sure it still has like the basics from 10 years ago.
yeah, yeah. And what's changed on an iPad, really, in 10 years?
True.
Aesthetics of a home button.
And the home button.
I miss the home button.
Right?
It's like, what if your screen freezes?
You gotta turn the whole thing off.
Exactly. It's dumb. All right. So, and the fourth pillar.
And final pillar. And question, are these in order or they're just equally as important?
They're equally important.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is department culture.
Yes. It falls squarely upon the contact center to foster a culture that not only aligns with the company's guiding principles and the department's code of values. For us here at Rooter Hero Plumbing and Air, that is values first for the core values, and then peace for the contact center. But also cultivates an environment where employees find fulfillment in their work. Community outreach and charitable initiatives will be undertaken through the department, ensuring that these endeavors do not disrupt our staffing needs. I've had to say no a few times. Hey, can we have these people from Saturday go to this thing? Like, those are my only people on Saturday. No. No. Find someone else. Our culture embodies collaboration, continuous learning, and accountability, reflecting the Hero CX model. What is Hero CX? Allow me to scroll down. The Hero CX model stands for H, which is helpfulness, E for exceeding expectations. See how I made the E stretch out a little bit?
Yeah. You exceeded.
Exceeding expectations because there's two. All right. R is respect, and O is for ownership. Adhering to this model ensures that the contact center upholds the department's culture and exemplifies the department's core value of peace. In conclusion, these pillars, I couldn't think of another word, are non-negotiable elements that underpin the structure of our department and, by extension, the company. They define our commitment to excellence and dedication to delivering unparalleled service to our customers, partners, and communities. And that's the end of my talk.
Very, very well.
Yeah. I also have it on the whiteboard behind me. You can't see it because of, well, one, angle, and two, lighting. That's okay. That's okay.
But those are the pillars. And probably next week we'll let you guys know what peace is.
We could do Hero CX and Peace together.
Next week.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Or we'll think of a totally different topic.
And then you'll never find out what peace is.
Yeah.
So join in next week as well to find out what we do.
Yeah, find out what we're talking about next week because we don't know yet. So, you want to do the fee?
If you guys like this video or this podcast, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and when you comment, let us know what you want to hear next week. Let us know.
Yeah.
And one of us will reply to you.
Probably.
Probably. I will, for sure.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.